Hello, hello, hello. Oh, she's working fine. Let me do this. Nope. Okay. I love how I set everything up like almost an hour before, and I'm still. I know. I love her so much. She moves so smoothly too. Like with Night, I can't move my head too far. It makes my entire laptop just be like, uh-oh. No. We don't do that here. Yeah. She's so cute. I love her so much. Trying to think. I was gonna say stuff, and now I don't remember the stuff I was gonna say. Anyway, new model. I can't wait for, our regulars to come in and be like, what? What's going on? Nothing. No important events or anything. I just made a new model. And I love her. She's so cute. I've named her Melody. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I feel like I've not really done anything today. I've just played a game. I am excited to play this though. They might be confused. Yeah, just slightly, I am super excited to play this because there's a reason why the stream title is My Beloved. This game is so freaking gorgeous, and just I love the storylines in it, and I love this protagonist because I hate her at the same damn time. She's amazing. She's so well written. uh and the lore with this game is incredible too. It is so incredible. I went out of my way to buy the sequel to this game, not for streaming, but after I played this game, I immediately went and bought the sequel because I loved it so much, and I was like, I need to know more. Where the hell does this go? I know there was a list that said what order to do these in, like the routes. I forgot what the list is, but I know who I need to do last. So, yes, it's a really good game. So we're just gonna hope for the best and hope that I don't accidentally ruin anything. Yeah. I was just gonna transfer over to it then. Boop. One thing I love about this game is it has a whole title screen cutscene. Unfortunately, it plays when you first open the game, so I will not be able to play it on stream because I like to set up good chunk beforehand. But it, like, if anyone ever gets this game, it is free, by the way. This one, the sequel is not. The intro is just so gorgeous. And so, like, it's a song. It's a whole ass song, and I love it. But anyway, this is Cinderella Phenomenon. Yeah. Let's start. We recommend viewing of the tutorial if this is your first time. This is not my first time, so I'm not going to do the tutorial. But look at the lily. Once upon a time in a kingdom far, far away. Sorry. There were two crystals. One was Crystallium Lucius, protected by the ruler of the fairies. The other was Crystallium Tenebara, which was watched over by the high leader of the witches. Lucius was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The Tiberum by fear, anger, hatred. The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. One day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was a usual reward. The fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that the fairy tales were true, and that the magic of the witches were inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The high leader of the witches, in all her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think we are wicked? So be it. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucius Bearer, sought to regain peace, but the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, shut up. It is, but shut up. I'm trying my best, okay? These are big words. Eventually, the term bearer, I'm gonna call them the Tina Bearer. Ten Bearer. The high leader of the witches was finally defeated. The 10 was lost, peace was restored, and the light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. There's a contract. So, we could name ourselves Melody. However, we could also be Luciette. I kind of love Luciette, though. Like, as a protagonist. She's so much better than Alice, I swear to God. Luciette. Lucy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this for now. Well, I guess because first playthrough it should be Melody. For the other ones, it can be Luciette. Prologue. The Princess. My name is... Oh, no! No! I hit the wrong button! Mellowfoot. You know all about that dyslexia? Well. Oh my god. Okay, we should be good now. Okay, we're good now. Melody Riella Britton. Shut up. Daughter of King Gennaro Britain III. I am the crown princess of the kingdom of Angeli? Whatever. At least, that was who I used to be. But that was before yesterday, when I became a victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. There's our girl. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. I feel like I'm stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day. It started out like any other day. Maid A. Have you heard? Another person was cursed. I'm on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. Those two are slacking off again. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it? They say it was Pinocchio. Pinocchio? The fairy tale with the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up to something again? I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated. You two were hired to work, not talk. We're sorry, Your Highness. As can only be expected from the likes of them. Another fairy tale curse? The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects, even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. Angelia would be better off without the dead weight. She's so mean and I love her for it. God damn. If it were up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from Angelia the instant they fell prey to it. But Mother's not here anymore. And she will not come back. Ever. Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall. I am on my way. The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence. Good morning, Melody. Good morning, Your Majesty. Rude ass princess. Oh yeah, she's hella rude, but it makes her arcs all that more intriguing, and it makes the final arc all that more like, holy shit. Because she gets her comeuppance. And it's amazing. I love her. Good morning, Melody. Hi. I can't hate you, but at the same time. Melody. Ophelia. Ophelia Windensove. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker. She could never be a true queen, as she pales in comparison to Mother. I take my seat next to the king, then look up at the person sitting opposite me. Hello, Rod. Rod. No, I'm not saying that. Windensove. My stepbrother. Bored and quiet, as usual. He is 2 years my junior, and is the younger of Ophelia's children. He is mute, and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It was apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business, so it's easy to deal with. But his older sister... My eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She's probably the most infuriating person I have ever had the displeasure of knowing. Hi, sweetie. Hi, hun. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and forgot the time. And here she is. Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Melody. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Emma Jean? I'm gonna call her Emily. Emily Windensove, Rod's elder sister and my step-sister. She asks if we are blood, as if she too were born a princess, as if she could be crowned princess, perhaps steal my place. I will never let that happen. Now that everyone is here, let us begin. Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast. So, Emily, you're reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you? Oh yes, there were so many and they're all so wonderful. Oh. Thank you so much, Father. I'm happy you like them. I love them. It's so strange the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That is because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. But why? They're such charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fames, riches, loves, happily ever afters. And when their wishes do not come to fruition, exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. What are you implying about witches, Melody? The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room growing heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall. Do you have any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angeline. I was very young then. Mother forbade me to leave the palace, sometimes even my room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone, and so I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent? Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angeli after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about. Leave Mother out of this. Dear, please. Melody, darling, your father didn't mean to. I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy. Melody, show your mother respect. She is not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I am done. Excuse me. My father and I never got on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king, it has been 17 years and I've never felt any love from him. He treats Emily and Rod, who only entered our life 1 year ago, like his own children, better than he has ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Why the sour face so early in the morning, Princess? Fritz! Hey! Let me guess. It's the king, the queen, or Princess Emily. Or is it all of them? I ignore his question. Fritz, what are you doing here so early? I'm running some errands for my father. Fritz Gerald Aidan Leverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Calidara. His father, Sir Alacaster, has served the royal family for many, many years. Sir Alacaster is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. You should wait in the throne room then. Thank you. Princess? Yes? You know, I haven't seen you smile once since I've met you. Why is that of any importance? Still, I hope to see you smile one day, Princess. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Forgotten what? You're going to town today, remember? I deflate as the realization dawns upon me. It's been 2 days since the king issued the order. Melody, I'd like you to accompany Emily on one of her town outings. Surely, you could send maids with her instead. I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with her maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your you bitch. Stepsister. She is your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were of your own blood. Look, okay, so I have stepbrothers, right? And I love my stepbrothers as if they were my own blood. However, I understand for some people, that's not how it works. For some people, your step siblings will never be that close. You may get along, you may tolerate each other. And in this case, where the father just fucking sucks, I don't blame her for not wanting to get along with this brand new family he's just brought in. Like, that's kind of fair. You are to, 2 days from now, you are to accompany Emily outside. It's been 4 years since you last left the palace. Her mother died! Ever since then, you've locked yourself away. You barely leave your room. Angeli was in the grip of the war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful Angeli really is. Melody, a princess must know her kingdom. Go. I did say Melody. Okay. I was like, did I say the right name? Go with Emily, and she will show you the town that you only ever see through your windows. Is that an order? If it needs to be. Are we in the clear? Are we clear? Sorry. Melody? Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I am safe here. Princess, are you alright? And I gotta read just... There we go. It won't be that bad. The townfolk are good people. How can you be so sure? Times have changed. People have changed. That is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end. Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you excuse me, I shall see you later. Delora, do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me. You and the others. My dolls are my only friends. They're the only ones I can trust. Unlike humans, they will never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant, and realistic. It was almost as if she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only started receiving dolls from him when Mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebrations, but every year at midnight a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to a room filled with gifts, cakes, and sweets. A child's dream. I'd been fascinated by dolls, which had always held a little greeting card. The card with the words "I love you" on it, signed by M. The card would tell me to keep those celebrations a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared. In her own way. The secret celebration had stopped as soon as she disappeared. Yes? Excuse me, Your Highness. The king has requested your presence. This better not be another lecture. Tell him I am on my way. I will see you later, Delora. Delora is so pretty. So pretty. Oh. Hi. You? Hello. Good morning, Your Highness. Sir Mithras. This game has nice. Oh, yeah, no, it's very pretty. Very, very pretty. I love it. Mithras. Sir Mithras, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Sir Alacaster. Every day you look more and more like your mother. Sometimes I find Sir Mythos talking to Mother's portrait when he thinks no one is looking. He must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. There's just something about him that puts me on edge. You know? Same. Are you on your way to see the king? I shall not keep you then. Until our next meeting, dear princess. Your Majesty. Melody, are you ready? You will enjoy this, Melody. I've heard the toy shop has lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You will get to know your sister better, and you will be able to interact with and learn about the people of Angeli, about our subjects. I will not learn anything I do not already know. Why do you always believe that people around you are incapable of good? I wonder. Because I've seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other to get to what they want. Mother warned me about human nature. You do not see clearly, Melody. If you would only open your eyes, you would see how good people really are. I believe I am already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I've seen there's no good in you. Damn. Melody, where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then, I'd been overflowing with grief and pain. I'd just lost Mother, my entire world. I'd hoped that maybe then he would have shown me love and compassion. Even just a hug to let me know someone was there. It had been childish hope. I'd been left alone. I did not see him for months. Had barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you have taught me, Your Majesty. I know that I've hurt you. I know there is nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and her children are not a part of that. They do not deserve to be hated. She doesn't hate them. She just doesn't like them. In the end, they still matter more to him than I ever did. Melody, enough. I have already said I will go. Everyone is waiting outside. I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years. Melody, it will be okay. How can you be so sure? Thank you for agreeing to accompany Emily. I would not disobey an order from the king. Excuse me. Hello, how can I help? Victoria. I'm calling her Victoria. Victoria! Emily! Yeah, what's up? What's the idea? Grab my notebook to write it down. Low empathy hero. Interesting. Because that could go like several ways as well. Yeah, that's a good idea. Like a good writing idea. Hey. Thank you. But game amazing. Game awesome. Princess Emily. How good to see you. I trail Emily, ignoring her as she embraces her friend. I glance around the small shop. The dolls displayed are nowhere near the quality of the ones in my room. I do not understand why Emily insisted she buy gifts for her friends here. I cannot believe I am outside the palace. There is no need to be so tense, Princess. I would never let anything happen to you. Oy. Your only job is to relax and enjoy yourself. You asked the impossible of me. There's no need to be formal, Damn it. Let's go with Veronica. No. Victoria? I don't know. Which do I like better? Victoria. Victoria. Victoria, I'm still the same as I was. Oh yes, Rod's come along as well. It's been a while, Victoria. Good to see you again too, Rod. And I must introduce you to Her Highness, the Crown Princess Melody. The look on Victoria's face as she steps back from me is all too familiar. Fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Highness. Good morning. And this is Sir Gerald, Sir Alec Astor's son. It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Oh, you're Sir Fitzgerald? You really are as handsome as Emily described in her letters. I'm sorry? Please don't mind her, Sir Fitzgerald. I'm sorry, Emily. Right. So, what brings you all the way here? Oh, I'm here to get some toys. Gifts for some new friends. Toys? From here? Are you sure? Of course I am. I cross my arms. I prefer we finish this errand as quickly as possible. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Princess. I can barely breathe in here. I just want to go back to the palace. Hi! Oh, hello. Good morning. Up until this point, I'd always considered Mother to be the fairest beauty in the land. The lady that walks in proves me wrong. Her beauty is mesmerizing, and clearly without peer. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. Oh, you're here early today, ma'am. I have some important errands to run later today. Are the items ready now? Oh, of course. Let me go fetch them for you. I'll be just one moment, Emily. Why is she smiling at me? Here you are, ma'am. Thank you. That lady was beautiful. Right? Any girl standing next to her becomes hopelessly ugly in comparison. Who is she? She's new around town. Some say that she's a fairy. A fairy? Fairies have served Angeli from the witches 4 years ago. Everyone considered them our saviors. And yet the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy tale curse from spreading. Here you go. Thank you so much. No, thank you, Victoria. I hope to drop by again soon. Good. I'll look forward to seeing you again. I hope to see you again as well, Rod. Likewise. Leaving the palace was a bad idea. While I'm out, I'm the center of attention. Some townsfolk point and stare at me. Most, however, make a point of avoiding me. Like I am the plague. There are some spiteful stares, but thankfully none nearly as intense as they were 4 years ago. I'm sure the townsfolk are only surprised to see you again after so many years. Right. Fritz and Rod lag behind us, which leaves only Emily walking beside me. Doop-a-doop. I cannot decide which is worse, the staring or her company. Oh, Melody, look! A street performance. It's been so long since I last watched one. Street performance? Hey! Good day, everyone. My name is Waltz, and I'm here to spread some happiness and magic. The boy named Waltz snaps his fingers and colorful flower petals start to rain down from the sky. Isn't that pretty, Melody? And are those the princesses over there? It is an honor to have you in attendance. Please accept this humble gift. He snaps his fingers and white lilies. I mean, this game is so nice. It is. It is. Every character introduction so far has just been like gorgeous. White lilies appear in his hand. Foreshadowing is sometimes in a very obvious place. Oh, thank you. The boy looks at me, as if expecting some kind of reaction. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a wary smile. I hope to see you again during my next show. We'll definitely try. Shut up, Emily! He gracefully bows before moving back into his area to perform more magic tricks for a gathering crowd. There are performers like this all around, Angeli. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some musicians too. Those are my favorites. I do not intend to leave the palace again. I mean, come on, Emily. You knew damn well what you were getting into. You really thought our sassy princess was gonna go out again? But you don't like it out here? No! She's getting stared at and people are literally avoiding her. Why would she like it? Rod and I grew up here. Okay? She didn't. I love Angeli, and this is my favorite part of the kingdom. Yeah, so you understand why she wants to go back to the palace, where she grew up, where her favorite place is. Emily, a dumbass. I wanted to share this with you, Melody. I know you didn't really want to come, but you still tagged along. That means a lot to me, so thank you. I did not do this for you. I am only here because the king ordered me to go with you. Melody, that is harsh, but also fair. Like, she's being honest about it. I think I'd hate it more if she lied and was like, yeah, I did it for you, you know? Giving her false hope that, oh, we can become like sisters. When clearly Melody has no plans on doing that, you know? I just want us to be, closer, Melody. I would like to try and be your friend. I do not want or need your friendship. Exactly. Like, it's better for you to get hurt now, Emily, than keep trying something that's clearly not going to work. And obviously, you know, Melody's got her own reasons for why. No matter how you act around me, we are not and will never be sisters. I'd take care to remember that if I were you. But Rod suddenly grabs my hand, pulling me away from Emily. Stop. He's staring daggers at me. I think this is the first time I've seen him angry. Rod, don't. Let me go. Both of you ought to stay away from me. I feel the heavy atmosphere as I turn and look at the people staring at us. Their expression in mirrors the looks of disdain I saw years ago. Anger, disgust, hatred. I began to walk away. Princess, wait. Don't follow me. Princess. See, like, I feel bad because clearly Emily is just trying to get along with her, but also, this is on the king, man. His daughter made it very clear she didn't want to leave the palace, and clearly has PTSD from going out 4 years ago, because apparently everyone looked at her with hatred and anger. Honestly, I wouldn't want to go out after that either. This is on the king. Fuck the king. The king sucks. I adjust my cloak, making sure my face is hidden from view. I should have never left the palace. As I walk around, I watch the people bumbling down the streets. So carefree. They work so hard for so little reward. They could work their entire lives, never have a fraction of what I have. And yet, they are happy. And I... King's a really bad dad. Really bad! Like, man's is like, daughter of mine, I know your mother just died, but, I'm not going to even appear in front of you. However, for your birthday, I'll give you a doll. Does that make up for it? Which obviously it doesn't. And then brings in this brand new woman, gets married to her, and it's just like, treats her step-siblings better than he ever treated her. And then expects her to go along with it, to be totally okay with it. And it's like, dude, you suck. You have never once just asked her, hey, what do you want? Or just let her not get along with them. Just been like, it's fine if you don't like them. You don't have to like them, you know? I like, done anything, honestly. Talk to her. Mance just was like, well, nope. Exactly. Like, it's so bad. Especially because clearly the king probably thought, oh, I'm getting her something for her birthday. Her mother never let her celebrate her birthday. So this is my branching out thing. When it's like, actually, the mother did celebrate her birthday by giving her an entire room full of sweets and gifts for a child. Like, it was a whole fun little game, and you are kind of stomping on that tradition that you didn't know about because you didn't fucking ask. You suck. I heard a niece lost her job at the palace. It's true. Crown Prince Melody made sure the poor girl was fired. Oh, this. I stop in the tracks and mention my name. He has horrible communication. Horrible. The worst. Mention of my name. Not again. Anise. Was that the name of the one maid that tore Dolores' dress? If so, my decision to fire her was justified. A palace maid cannot be clumsy. Why should I tolerate poor performance? She's being bitchy because she's in pain. And that's what makes her such a nuanced character. Because you're like, damn, you shouldn't have done that. But also, with everything you're going through, damn. What did I do that was so wrong? I know that Anise. Hard-working and big-hearted. Very good with medicine. Shame she lost her job so quickly. You know how hard the crown princess is to please. My friend at the palace says she doesn't even smile, only goes around with that cold look on her face. That's probably why they call her the Ice Princess. Ice Princess? So all the times I heard the servants saying that, I always suspected they were talking about me. She's the complete opposite of our Princess Emily. That child's an angel. We all know she should be crown princess. The annoyance begins to simmer inside me. I cannot stand hearing anymore, so I walk away. Ever since Emily entered my life, I'm always being compared to her. And now I've become second best. I am Melody Riel Britton, daughter of King Jannar Britton III and the crown princess of the kingdom of Angeli. I am of royal blood. She is nothing. There you are. Princess, you must come back with me. It's getting too late for you to remain outside. Princess, are you alright? Are you hurt? I brush him off and turn away. No need to fuss. Let us return to the palace. Leaving the palace was physically and mentally draining. My bed is welcoming to my unusually heavy body. I turn my head and meet Delora's glassy gaze from where she sits on my shelf. I left the palace today, Delora. It was the same as all those years ago. Everyone looked at me like I was... What have I ever done to deserve those looks? How can I be so hated? Ice Princess. I wish Mother was here. I look at the smiling faces of my dolls. At least I still have all of you. I yawn and stretch my arms. Good night, Delora. Twinkle, twinkle. My voice cracked, I'm sorry. Little star, how I wonder what you are. Singing? But who? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I blink my eyes open, only to see Delora. Well. I blink my eyes open, only to see Delora sitting right in front of me on my bed. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. How I wonder what you are. Wasn't she on the shelf with all the other dolls before I went to bed? Delora? It's almost time. I pinch my cheeks to make sure I'm not dreaming. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12. I hope you're ready, Princess. What? My doll just turned into a human. How? Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you. What is happening? I don't think I've ever been so confused in my life. All the answers will come with time. But right now, I am here to give you something, Princess. Is this Cinderella's very own glass slipper? It is beautiful, too beautiful. Then a realization begins to dawn on me. You're a witch. Smart girl. I knew you'd figure it out eventually. Now it is time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Sweet dreams, Cinderella. Hey, wake up, girl. Huh? Where am? Oh, my head. You have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop. Leave before a customer sees you. I was in my room. How am I here? Did you not hear what I said, you filthy child? Filthy? You would speak to your own crown princess in such a manner? If you're the crown princess, then I'm the queen. You must have knocked your head quite hard to have such grand illusions. I'm not delusional. I am Melody Riel Britton, blood daughter of the King Griano Britton III and Crown Prince of Angeli. Right, the king never had a daughter with that witch. Is she referring to Mother? Witch? Don't pretend to be stupid, girl. Only stare at her puzzled. Our good king only has stepchildren, Princess Emily and Prince Rod. And you are most definitely neither of them. What? Now that get gone before you go sprouting your crazy gibberish at my customers and scare them away. With a huff, she leaves me to my own rapidly turning thoughts. I quickly realize I'm wearing tattered clothes and I do not have any shoes on. No, no, no! This cannot be happening! Something shimmers against my chest and I reach up to grab it. It all floats back. Delora being a witch. Cinderella's glass slipper. This is not a dream. Delora gave me the fairy tale curse. My hands begin to tremble. I must return to the palace and speak with the king. Let me in. I'm sorry, girl, but the palace is off limits to uninvited guests. You do not understand. I'm the Crown Princess Melody, Real Britain. I must speak with my father. As I loathe to call him that, I have to. No one will believe me if I address him by title. You best leave now, nice and quiet, before we have to force you. If you would only... Make way for the king. The gates swing open and 3 horses trot out. Soldiers ride 2 horses while the last horse has a different familiar rider. Father! I only move to block the path of his horse. The soldiers move to hold me back. Your Majesty. What is this? Your Majesty, this girl is claiming to be your daughter. Daughter? Both of my stepchildren are in the palace right now. What? Even father is a part of this? Father, you must help me. A witch has cursed me. For once in your life, just once. Help me. You must believe me. Tell me, where is your family, child? Why are you all alone? He looks at me with pity in his eyes. He's looking at me more kindly as a peasant than he ever did when I was the crown princess and his daughter. I recoil. You must be hungry. Take this. This should feed you and your family for a day or 2. The kingdom offers work opportunities for those who need them. Please let your parents know. I do know what your pity fought. Please escort this girl back to her home. Make sure she gets there safely. At once, Your Majesty. So, safe to say she lost her dolls. I watch as my father and his 2 guards ride away on their horses, leaving me to stand in their dust. He left me alone. Again. Called it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're like, oh, it makes me think she's gonna lose them. I'm like, well... she loses more than the dolls. Where is your home, girl? There's nowhere left for me to go. Father has forgotten me. Leave me. Now look here, our orders are to leave me alone. Suit yourself. Can't say we didn't try. Don't cause any more scenes, little girl. Oh, by the way, I feel like it's important to call out. She's 17. She's a 17-year-old teen. Yep, and she's just been abandoned by everything she knew. Feels great, man. I watch through bleary eyes as the soldiers return to the palace. How can this be happening? I stare at the small pouch in my hands. I do not know what hurts more. The fact I've just been unceremoniously paraded away from my home like I'm nothing more than a piece of garbage. Or the fact my own father does not recognize me. Exactly. She's not. No. Oh, look at that girl's hideous dress. How difficult it is to be poor. I clutch the pouch closer to my chest and I run into an empty alley. I huddle in a corner, trying to become as small as possible. I squeeze my eyes shut, hoping that when I'm next to open them, everything will be back to normal. A dream? No matter what happens, you must not leave the palace. Why? The world is cruel. People will only ever hurt you. But they're always so nice to me. That is only because you are the crown princess. They will only ever think of what they can take from you. I am trying to protect you, my love. That is why you must not leave the palace. Never leave Mother. I am the only one who will ever love you so much. So, anyone else getting Mother Gothel vibes? Do you understand? I understand. Chapter 1. The Marchin'. Oh, hell yeah, it was! Oh, hell yeah, it was! I saw that for the first time and I was like, no. What the? No. I was like, something's going on with the mom. Some shit is going on with the mom. And poor Luciette is completely fallen into it. When I open my eyes, I'm still on the streets. I must have fallen asleep. But the nightmare continues. I'm cold in my rags. I hold myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked in a dirt that I've gathered from walking barefoot around town. Well, there's a frightful sight. Beggar probably thought she could try her luck with the nobility that live around here. Ha! Just look how ragged she looks. What are you looking at? At two women who lack basic manners of a noble upbringing. Silence, girl. Do you know who you're talking to? No, and I don't care. What nerve? Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I'll remember you, and once I break this curse, I will make you regret your words. I become acutely aware at the fact I have not eaten anything for almost a day. I've been sitting here, thinking of the new mess that is my life. But moping around will not break my curse, and crying will not help either. I should find that witch first, but how? I have no idea where she is. Dolores, I swear I'll make regret doing this to me. When I find you, I will find food first. This is all the king thinks I'm worth? Leave, girl. A dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant. But why? I can pay. Find another place. You're scaring away my customers. Am I not a customer? Shoo! There's nothing for you here. He just swatted me away like a fly. The nerve! Sensing that this will get me nowhere, I ball my hands into a fist and walk away. I get the same treatment at the next 3 restaurants I try. I am treated as something less than dirt, like my money has no real value. I am the crown princess. They have no right to turn me away like this. I have been eating stale bread, anything to keep the hunger at bay. The bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly I begin to make my way over there. Ow! My feet ache with every step. They look and feel even worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. But food is more important. If the rags that I am wearing and the pouch of money are all that I have, then I need to prioritize. And I will die before I beg. 2 croissants. You'll need to pay, girl. There's no free handouts here. I take a coin from my pouch and hand it to her. This should be more than enough. The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in a paper bag. I will not ask where you got these coins. Are you implying that I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now, be off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away any other customers. Without another word, I turn and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people of Angeli. I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey girl, what now? We saw you at the shop. Want to share how you got your coins there? Excuse me. Look at her, brushing us off like she's royalty or something. Let me go. You ain't no better than us. Now be a good girl and hand over the pouch. The man on my left grabs at the pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I will not let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach, then aim to kick at the other man's shin. I have an opening, and I take it. What? I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can. Hey! Where do I go? I'm not familiar with the streets at all. It is highly likely I'm going to hit a dead end. Where should I go? Where should we go? First save of the game! Whew. So a lot has happened. Left or right? That is the question. Left. I don't trust it. Hold on. I don't trust it. What if I go right? Oh. I like right better. Right has a person. I know that's a bit cheaty, but let me have this, okay? I'm scared. I don't want to die this early in the game. Hey, this way. No time to talk, princess. How do you know who I am? There's another one. Stop running, you two. Come on. The boy grabs my wrist and pulls me after him. He takes off with a sudden burst of speed, and then I am running even faster than... Shut up. Yeah, we're gonna cheat, okay? This is supposed to be the good endings only. Let's not screw up this early in, okay? Faster than I just was. I'm not entirely convinced following him is a good idea, but at least the boy seems to have a better sense of direction than me. Oh, our running causes rocks in the pathway to come loose. Before I notice them in my path, I step down hard on them. A sharp pain shoots through my foot, and I collapse to the ground. Can't believe you say, shut up. It hurts. Princess. I try to stand, but the pain in my feet is unbearable. I fall down into the dirt with a gasp. I can't. We've got you now. Just hand over your coins and neither of you will get hurt. I won't let you touch her. Ha! Says the little boy. Well. Isn't this a ghastly sight before me? 2 adults threatening a child and a lady. How ungentlemanly. What are the likes of you even doing around this neighborhood? You're asking to get fleeced? Asking? Perhaps I'm in the mood for a little scuffle. The nobleman brandishes his sword, his expression confident, maybe even cocky. Show me what you got, sirs. And please, don't bore me. Who are these people? I ain't dealing with this for money. He's got a sword. What? Come back here, you coward. The 2 of us can take him. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much trouble for a little gold. You're late. Sorry, kid. You know how hard it is for me to be invisible around here. Wait, what did you just call me? At ease, small one. These 2 know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding and my feet feel simultaneously like they are frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with a vengeance. My body feels light. Hey, princess! Princess! Calm down. Parfait will be able to help her. But for now, we need to move before anyone else sees us. Yeah. See, it's a good thing I cheated. It is a very good thing. We made the right choice. When I said we could die, I was not joking. Crystals on the upper right corner indicates that you've made the right choice for a particular love interest. Each color corresponding to a certain love interest. They will appear belatedly after you make your choice, so keep your eyes and ears open. Fuck off. But I can't cheat anymore, okay? Because of the crystals showing up late. This is literally an anti-cheat measure right here. So, yeah. I can't cheat anymore. It was just this one time, okay? Don't worry, you're safe now. Everything is fading. A dream. What is that in your hands, Melody? It was hurt. I just wanted to help it, but it died. It's all my fault. It is not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak. But this is the world, Melody. Only the strong survive. The weak get cast aside to die. You are not weak. You are strong, my crown princess. And you do not cry. Now wipe your tears. I don't want to see you cry again. Do you understand? Yes. Now get rid of that thing and wash your hands. Did you not hear me, child? Yes, mother. Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't even know the half of it. This is just the stuff we're getting now. It gets worse. Oh, it gets so much worse. Oh, you're awake. Where am I? This isn't my room. Oh God, of course it does. Oh yeah. And the best part, we're not going to be doing that route until the very end because that's the canonical ending route. Sorry. But it does get worse. This isn't my room. My hand flies to my chest where the little glass slipper hangs from my neck. Still here. Are you okay, miss? This girl is the maid that tore Dolores' dress. Bro, seriously. Yeah, sorry. But it's so good. I swear it's worth sticking around for. The one I fired for clumsiness. Miss, to think I would meet her here again, like this. Leave me alone. Right, of course. Here's some salve I made. It'll help with the pain. Now what? Haven't thought at all, have you, Ice Princess? Fuck off, Delora. I mean, I love Delora, but I also hate Delora because, like, girl! You! Suddenly, there she is. Delora stands before him with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. She's the cause of everything I've been through. All the pain, heartache, and hunger. It is her fault. I try to stand, thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind, but as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots through my legs. Oh no, she shows back up. Actually, this game, he's really good at subverting your expectations for things. I love it for that reason. Because I think an important thing to remember is the concept of this game is the fairy tales, but with a twist, right? This is the witch's punishments. And that is very important to keep in mind when going through many of these routes and when dealing with the witches and the fairies. Pain shoots up my legs. I end up falling back on the bed. Okay, good to know. Yeah. I end up falling back to the bed. Ow. You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. Fuck off, Delora. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? I suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse. Now. Ha! Do you think you can just command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice? What do you want, gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you could summon in Angelia, princess. I love you, Delora, but there were better ways. Oh my gosh. Well, this is a first. So. earlier in the stream, I'm a bitch, so I'm calling this out. Earlier in the stream, I banned a bot that was like cheap viewers on, and it's censored. And the, Twitch's little bot thing was like, hey, likely a harasser, restricted, and so I just immediately hit ban. The person we have right there, I don't know if it's showing up on the stream, but I have got another message, likely a ban invader, restricted, and it's the same message. Holy. I'm banning this one too. But like, damn, that's a first. That hasn't happened yet. Bots show up, but they don't usually come back. Damn. Anyway. Not showing stream, but that's why. Okay, it's probably best that it doesn't show on stream. That's probably for better, but that is wild. Damn. Ugh. I'm glad the bot caught it, cause like, damn, I never expected to get one of those. I didn't think those existed, to be honest. Bot ban invaders, that's crazy. Anyway, back to the game. I was gonna say fun game, but yeah. Besides, haven't you read your fairy tales? The caster cannot take a curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back. Mother burned the books before I could read more than one or two of them. I did not think either involved curses, just genies and trading away your voice for legs. So we have Aladdin and Little Mermaid. Great to know. It's good you're awake, princess. Parfait, should you really be up and about? Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait. I am a fairy. A witch and a fairy? In one room? Being friendly with one another? Impossible. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? What is going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. How do you know I am the princess? Don't be silly, she's a fairy, of course she knows. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. I don't even know where to start. What would you like to know? Number 1. Why was I cursed? Seriously? Are you really going to ask that? I wouldn't have asked if I knew the answer. You have such a temper on you. Very well, this one's got a simple answer. It's because you're a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserves to be punished. Oh, Delora. Oh, Delora. You're such... Yeah, that's the reasoning. Sure. Delora. A curse is the only way to force you to change your horrid ways. Delora, you could have put that more nicely. I'm pretty sure I was already being nice. Change? Why do I need to change? Are you completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people? The coldness you show your stepfamily and your father. The way you treat Princess Emily. Why would they need to be treated any differently? You need to prove that there's some goodness in you, princess. Some smudge of kindness. And there it is. That line, when I first saw it, I was like, wait a fucking second. Then this isn't about changing myself. This is about proving that she has some sort of goodness in her. Wait a damn minute. There's something deeper here. Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. What else would you like to know? Yeah, she couldn't even respond to that. She knows it's true. How do I break the curse? The necklace you've got is one of Cinderella's glass slippers. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper. Complete the pair. And how do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds. What does that even mean? I don't even know where to start. Take heart, princess. Goodness is innate in everyone. Are you sure that's the case in this one? Delora, you are not helping. I'm a witch. I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body. Now you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you'll get a piece of the glass slipper. When you've gotten all 3, you will complete the pair and the curse will break. Simple. I suggest you start polishing that attitude of yours. What else would you like to know? What happens if I don't break the curse? I think you know the answer to that one already, princess. What else would you like to know? Why are you two working together? To answer that, we'll have to give you a bit of a history lesson. Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. Dramatics aside, there was only one crystal in the kingdom called the Lucius. It is powered by happiness and love. The other is the tin, powered by fear and anger. The strongest of witches is the tin bearer, and the strongest of fairies is the Lucius bearer. Parfait is the Lucius bearer. I take in Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She is the strongest fairy. The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden. What does a bearer do? The bearers regulate the energy of the crystals and keep the balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom, until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? I knew him as Hans Gabriel Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales. He started the feud between the witches and the fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his words. In the Grimm stories, the witches were always evil, and then humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They began to hunt them. Didn't the witches fight back? We weren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. But all that changed when the Tin Bearer decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witches overtook the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger to fill the human heart with negative emotions. All the fuel, the power of the 10. The delicate balance between the crystals were broken. The witches and the 10 grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War happened. The 10 Bearer was eventually defeated. The Great War was ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. Good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that there are good witches? The 10 can poison a heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk by working with the 10 and maintaining harmony. Some, inevitably, are corrupted. Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most remain that way. Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies. And yet there wasn't a fairy. Yet it wasn't a fairy that cursed me. She makes a good point. I've done good by cursing you, princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it. Delora was not corrupted by the 10. She is as good as they come. Hopefully, you'll come to see that for yourself. I doubt it. Apart from my inherent goodness, Parfait and I are working together because we have a common goal. Which is to restore balance between darkness and light. 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she go to a ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to a ball, finding a prince, it's all so old-fashioned. No fun in that. Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She is always willing to help others, even when they're cruel to her. Ah, gotta readjust. Here we go. Whoosh. Okay. Anyway, I brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. We'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet. I cannot believe this. I looked down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit, while they were sore, they were nowhere near as painful as they had been 2 days ago. 2 days before. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Why would she even care? I was the reason she lost her job at the palace. Oh, she probably doesn't remember me as the princess. But still, she has no reason to do such a thing for me. I ignore the salve for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk over to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious from the ones that I wear in the palace, but still it is far improved from my rags. All my life, I've never had to lift a finger. And now, I would not let them see how much they have rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I will free myself from this curse. Music is awesome in this. What a wonderful soundtrack. What is this place? There are several people in the room chatting aimlessly with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me the salve by the counter serving drinks. As soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence. Well, look at what we have here. The Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am? I didn't think it was true. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I for sure feel that. I wish I could draw. I wish I could, like... because they're just so beautiful. So wonderful. I didn't think it was true. Oh, I threw them in. Cursed for a cold-heartedness. As to be expected. You remember who I am, and yet you still treat me like this. Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. It does seem fun. It does. Everyone, please. You shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense. They mean full offense! I cannot believe that. Not when the people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug when I meet their gazes. What is this place? Welcome to the Marchen Tavern, a home for those of the fairy tale curse. You make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Marchen Tavern? The Marchen was built 3 years ago, when the number of cursed and the Angeli continued to rise. The goal was to gather those afflicted so they might help each other break their curses. Hello, what's going on? Hi! We're playing a new game. Currently, we were a princess. We're no longer a princess. We are now cursed to, everyone has forgotten us, and we have to do 3 good deeds. Otherwise, we'll stay cursed forever, presumably. This is a witch. This girl's a witch. This one's a fairy. The fairy didn't do anything to us. The witch cursed us. So we're not very happy with her right now. And we almost died, but we lived, because I cheated. But we lived. That's the important thing. And yeah, I think that's all so far. Of course, I am also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and the wicked can never find this place. She says as Delora is right there. Most of the people here are cursed. How come all these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crown princess. But because the people here are cursed, they still remember your title. And it goes without saying that witches and fairies are not affected. Come, princess. Let me introduce you to a few boarders we have at the Marchen. Parfait beckons the serving girl over. This is Anise. She helps at the Marchen and does most of the kick. This is Anise. She helps out in the Marchen and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. We kicked this girl out because she ripped the dress of our doll, who was the witch. I believe she deserves an apology. Fight the witch with a chair. Honestly, we might. We very much do not like her right now. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what this ice princess did to you. Huh? I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsy as this does not befit a palace maid, only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, princess. I'm Anise Willow. I hope we can get along. Anise is so clueless. Really? This is how you're gonna start doing good? I don't believe I asked your opinion. Please, you two. No fighting. Shut up. I love no one's calling out the fact I switched the witches and the fairies. Like, it's bad right now, man. I don't know why. I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! I just got hit with a wave of, deja vu. I know these people. I played this game several times, if you couldn't tell, but I forgot about them, and now I remember, and now I'm like, oh, my babies! My people! There are faces I've seen in the palace before. This is... Julian? I'm calling her Julian. Julian and Garland. How did you know? Both of you went in the Order of the Kalidar. That's right. They were two of Sir Alacaster's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently it was because they acted against Sir Alacaster's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from their service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. And they and Anise are exceptions and are allowed in this tavern without the curse. Julian and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the Marchen. Protect? From the witches. They'll do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I am an exception. Shut up. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part. We don't think you're good. You cursed us. What do you want from us right now? Remember, not all witches are evil. Your curse is a test. A test. Originally, the wicked were cursed so they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. Well, to do that, you'll have to break your curse. Try and make some friends, Princess. They'll be able to help you break your curse. Oh, and I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be more friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. It's not really hard. Which is a good guy. She kinda is. She technically is, but we're mad at her right now, so... The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I'm alone, I can feel the cold stares return. disgust, contempt. As if I am the reason they are cursed and have to take refuge in the march in the first place. Make friends? All I've ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. I will break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, anger apparent on his face. His hands clench and unclench into fists as he glares at me pointedly. Julian and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding from the man. You know the rules. What happened in the past stays in the past, and no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the marchen. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. Tss. No matter. The Ice Princess will get what's coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone else here. Julian's tone is cold and firm. There is no doubt she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Kaladara. Kaladar? Whatever. The marchen begins to settle down. Everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. I walk toward an empty table, realizing I am being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow, when I've only left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treated me with any respect were Anise, Julian, and Garland. Is it because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being a merchant is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds? How am I supposed to complete 3 when I do not know if I can even accomplish 1? May I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You were in the toy shop. Ah, yes. I was there picking up some items for a friend. I am humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma. A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh, you are that magician boy. Boy? Oh, how appropriate. Boy. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. You would hit a lady? How savage. Anyway, I'm Walt Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in Marchen. The whole point is helping each other break our curses, after all. Hard to do that if we keep our fairy tales quiet. Does that keep the point going? No, he's got the Neverland curse. Remember how I said expectations? So he's essentially young. And this isn't foreshadowing at all. Yeah. That he might be older than he looks. He pauses, then narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? I've been told that a few have. A few? That's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. He makes a good point. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh, goodness. Cinderella. That explains the nature of your curse. Only, it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You're really better off ignoring him, princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. Princess? We're just gonna gloss over that. No, by the way, no transphobia is happening. If people are like, wait a minute, transphobia? No. I swear to you, it's not. It will be explained in a little bit. Parfait's voice takes me by surprise. I didn't even notice her entering the room again. May I speak with you? I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him well. Quite well. Oh. Hi. Rod? So you really are cursed. I was the one that gave Sebi to Rod, so he still had some way to voice his opinions. Sebi? Short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? Nice to meet you, princess. Seb's voice changes when it greets me. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that is what Rod's voice actually sounds like. Yippee, let me Yeah. What if he remembers me? Does that mean... The mermaid's curse. What? That is my curse. Rod has been mute all this time because he is cursed. Does everyone else know? Obviously, they are my family. Even the king? He knows very well. He knows as well. Fucking hate the king, man. So I'm the only one you never told. I don't think you particularly care either way. He is not wrong. Yet I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. What are you doing here? I have been trying to help Rod with his curse, which is why he comes to the merchant from time to time. But I don't even want... Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. I wanted to see it with my own two eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. It was an even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace? Livelier. Happier. Happier. I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I say it's a good thing you weren't a princess anymore. I always thought Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but is this the truth? Fucking hate the king, man. Dude has a whole stepson who is cursed. Knows he is cursed, and so when this girl comes up to him like, hey, I'm your daughter, but I was cursed, he just turns her away. Fucking bastard. So this is how you truly feel. So I have to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel. The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Emily didn't want me to. I'm happier too, now that you are gone. I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now. I'm gone, and they are all happier. Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happy without you. Even the king. What did I expect? Why did you bring me here? The people of March and I shouldn't have left you alone in there. I'm sorry. You knew how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Now isn't the right time to explain. When will it ever be the right time? So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient, Melody. Has the prince left already yet? Has already left? Whatever. Hold on. Has the prince already left? Yes. Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something? No. Right. Maybe the fairy's right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it's time to get down to business. What should we do with her? What are you talking about now? You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? She is right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets and shiver. I will do anything, so long as I don't have to go back there. The princess can stay at Marchin with me and the rest of my boarders. I almost forgotten what hope felt like. But you have to work in exchange for a room. I celebrated too soon. What? Magic has its limitations, just like everything else. Money does not appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. The Marchin doesn't attract many customers, since only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed and my funds are tight. I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? You could be a little more subtle with that. Come on, Melody. Goddamn. Imagine someone's like, yeah, so I'm having a bit of trouble, but, you know, I'm willing to let you stay here if you work because I am struggling. And just retorting it with, hey, are you broke? Like, goddamn. Ouch. Even the Ice Princess can tell. And yet you still take people in. That's always been how Parfait operates. She is good-natured to a fault. I am told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me. Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough to take care of yourself. Leave someone who's in need of help? I could never. And that, princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works? It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the Marchin and do errands. The princess has never worked a day in her life, so I doubt she'll be useful. If karma can be useful, anyone can. I've yet to see karma be anything but useless. Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you are willing to help out. It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. Do I even have a choice? I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy. Nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. What I would give for my old bed again, for any of the comforts of home. I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I sit up immediately. What is going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other Marchin boarders, Waltz, Julian, Garland, are sitting on the settee. Settee? I don't know what that is. Looking anxious. What is happening? Sorry, did we wake you? No, but the noises Garland were making would have woken up the dead. Julian and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man? Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 a.m. Nothing you need to worry about. Lady Parfait and Anise are attending to the man now. These people. Will they just help anyone they find on the streets? What if this man is dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake up soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anise has asked me to bring it up to the stranger's room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would have never been asked to do this in the palace. Goodness, what's the poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I must say, it's odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're good enough to deliver breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, bring this tray up yourself. You're not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Melody. Come on, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I followed Delora to the spare room the man had been put in. Come in. Hi. Yeah, it is you. I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise, he looks young. Probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in revere as he stares at a small notebook. Good morning. Good to see you awake and breathing. The man looks up at her as she speaks, and as the instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Am I dead? No. Sir, no. What? Am I in heaven? Or maybe... Oh, right. You know... Yeah. I remember him now. I remember him well. I forgot about this aspect of him. You two are angels that have fallen out of it. I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you lovely ladies? You could join me on this bed. It's very comfortable and there's plenty of room for the both of you. I'll follow your lead on this one, princess. Princess! Of course. Such a beautiful lady could only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up that tray. I feel like it's the wrong option, but at the same time... No! Can I throw the tray at him? I'm tempted to let you. Let me do this. Feisty as well. Oh, beast. Oh, God. It got worse. Be still, my beating heart. Huh? What does that mean? I don't remember if that's his crystal or not. Please don't be his crystal. You... Oh, he's awake. Parfait, run. Another lovely lady has entered my chamber. I can't with this man. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of all three of you at once. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Yeah, we did! You know what's funny? I remembered his backstory first. So when the CGI played, I was like, oh yeah, I remember him. I remember what he went through. And then I kind of forgot his personality. And now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh yeah, and I remember why I don't do you. You suck. You don't suck. You're just... You need to tone it down several notches. Some lady decided she had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Delora, patience. He may not be even in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head after all. The man finally stops to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? See, this is he acts like such a freak at one side, and then the next he's like the most sympathetic person. You're like, what the fuck? If he knows, then he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. Can only mean one thing if he recognizes the Ice Princess. What is your name, good sir? I would answer any questions you ask of me, madam, but... The man looks down at the notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia. I know everything about Angelique, yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin's curse. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse? Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows us the notebook he's been holding onto ever since we entered the room. My first memory is waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information in here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Melody will leave your breakfast here and will give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Laura does not do a good job of holding her laughter. She snorts and I cross my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got a chance to read them all. Fine, I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl who was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in the tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all the straw in the room into gold. But the girl was just a regular human. Okay, so there are many iterations of Rumpelstiltskin. The first ever Rumpelstiltskin story that I heard, it was not the girl who said she could spin the gold. It was her father. Her father lied and was like, yeah, my daughter is incredible. She can spin straw into gold. And so the daughter was taken away by the king, and she obviously not being able to, and not being able to refute her father's lie in case that got either of them killed, starts crying. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold, and she feared she'd be locked up forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. On the second night, she was given more straw to spin, and the little man appeared once more. This time, she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin her straw one last time, and if she did, she'd be released and made his queen. However, the night that girl had nothing left to give the little man, so they made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her, so long as she gave him her firstborn child. I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place. Which is why the whole it being the father that lied makes a lot more sense in the story I read, because I always took it as her choices were stay in the castle forever and spin gold that she couldn't actually spin, or spin straw, be released to her father, who would just make up another lie and get her in potential danger again, or marry the king and be able to live semi-happily, you know? Hush, I'm trying to tell a story here. Years passed and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. When the man said that he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh, in the original story I heard, it was a bunch of knights that overheard that his little chant that he was Rumpelstiltskin, and so they told the queen, and the queen was like, "Haha, got you, bitch. I know your name." Oh yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a low voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing how nobody had ever or would ever guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound particularly smart. So agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wonder how Hans was able to come up with such tall tales. Well, the march-in is opening soon. I expect another busy day. Especially busy for you, Melody. You need to start coming up with good deeds. The insomniac Casanova was allowed to stay at Marchin with the other boarders. Because he still seemed capable, Parfait set him to work as one of the Marchin servers. Annie's protest that he remain in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait couldn't very well throw him out, not while knowing that he had nowhere to go. I would be incapable of showing him such kindness given all the nonsense he spouted at us. Honestly, I don't blame her. I would have kicked him out too. But he has amnesia, Sky, so you don't get to talk like that to me. No. Out. I don't know you. The people that frequent the Marchen begin to steadily ignore me altogether, like I do not exist. It is better than the stares and the hateful looks. Rumple, you are not here to flirt! But this lovely lady is unattended. Sir Rumple, please, you're making me blush. Murder him. Because this man couldn't remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse. Rumple. I think it suits him. I'll never understand Parfait. This amorous waste of space is about as useful as karma. Speaking of which, I've returned. Speak of the devil. Did you miss me? Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had to take care of something very important. Watts trails in after her now, carrying several boxes in his arms. Why am I carrying these? Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day. And because gentlemen carry things for ladies. I'm going to drop them now. Those boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you survived the trip, Waltz. Thank you, Anise. So this is our new housemate. We have not had the opportunity to meet. I am... Oh yes, this is where we get the explanation. Okay. Is everybody ready? We're all surprised when Rumple suddenly reaches out to grab Karma's hand. My life before this moment has been a depressing monochrome. Now that you have entered my bleak existence, I see everything in beautiful, blazing color. And nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you. I am Rumple, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage. I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumple away for being a fool. But she remains eerily silent. Answer, my angel. I beg of you. Keep? Say the word, and it is done. Your filthy hands off of me! Ow! Not again. I would never be interested in the likes of you. Go on, lad. Give him a good beating, like the one you gave me. My queen, there is no need for violence. What did you just call me? Please calm down. Rumple is still recovering. What's going on? Karma is a man who doesn't take kindly to being flirted with or proposed to. She is a man? But your voice, your face, your breasts. Ow. That's what you're focusing on, pervert? I worship all aspects of the female form, but my particular favorite has always been shut him up! Ow! Do yourself a favor and shut up. I never would have known, but why would he do this? Don't look at me like that. I have my reasons. Is it because of your curse? Yes. So this is why it's not transphobia or anything. There's a legitimate reason why Karma dresses like this and why... They actually go by both pronouns. They do not care, honestly. I am undone. Shut up, Rumple. My heart is in pieces. Oh, God. You knew him for 10 minutes. For all those who hear the music in their heart, like I, it takes only a look to fall madly, irretrievably in love. I must leave. My heart will need time to heal. The Martian attracts all sorts, doesn't it? That one is entirely Parfait's fault. Alright, alright. Nothing to see here. Back to work. I am still in shock at what I learned earlier. Karma, a man. It is not fair that he is so beautiful as a woman. If the female population of Angelia knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. Anise, being good, I suppose, prepared a special lunch to welcome the newest of Martian mortars. We have all been invited to a private dining room. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hi. Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here? Prince Rod, perfect timing. Please join us for lunch. I only came to talk to you, Lady Parfait. But I am hungry, and I've no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come, join us. Please, Your Highness, I made too much, as usual. You must help us finish. Very well. A cursed princess and a cursed prince. What an eccentric collection of friends you have, Lady Parfait. I wouldn't say they're eccentric, necessarily. You're the most eccentric one here, Rumple. Really now? I sit silently in my chair. I am uncomfortable around so many people. Even when Mother was alive, I've had all my meals alone, since my parents were always too busy to sit down for meals with me. The meals with Ophelia and her children were always awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere here is lively and friendly, even though I barely know anyone here. Is something wrong? Excuse me. You've barely touched your food. Don't you like it? Dolores said this was one of your favorites. I'm not used to eating with company, that's all. They say that sharing a meal brings the family closer together. Garland. I apologize. Closer together, huh? So, have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, Princess? There's no way I'm admitting I don't even know how to complete one. Oh, I forgot. You're not so good at doing things. Not so good on doing good, friend. You're not very helpful. Why don't you ask someone how to teach you? Someone to teach you how to be good. What? Well, that's not something you hear every day. As in, take some kind of lessons. If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give you advice or teach you. It's as simple as that. What's this I hear? The princess needs advice? Well then, she is in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice, and believe me when I say I can teach almost anything. The princess is indeed lucky, as I am available for teaching. No, Dad, I'll be a better choice, as I don't go about deceiving the world. Shut up, Rumple. Excuse me? From one-sided flirting to bitter enemies, all in the span of a few hours. The man broke my heart. Anyway, I'd be happy to help you in any way I can, Princess. And I'm sure your stepbrother would be happy to help as well. Rod's over here like, what? Huh? I don't think I'd make the best teacher for this sort of thing. I only teach others how to fight. Never mind the fact Julian herself still struggles to be good. What? You're lucky, aren't you? So many people willing to help you. Why? Why are you all willing to help me? 'Cause that's what you do at Marchin. We help each other. Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can. Just let us know if you want our help. Just no one but yourself. You need to not care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother in the last few years have taught me. I've always been alone, and it was easier that way, and yet these strangers, These people I've only known for a few days are so willing to help me when they will gain nothing in return. Is this the goodness I was meant to see? Father? How can I begin to trust and care for others when I've forgotten how to do so? I'm slowly beginning to understand what I must do. Chapter 2. The Decision. Okay. So, we're actually gonna stop there. I really love this game. We were already very interesting already. I'm super excited. Super excited. Yeah. Hi, Dino. Yes, this is my new model. Did she need to be created? No. Did I create her anyway? Yes. Her name is Melody. I love her. I love her back clips. Yeah. I really love this game. I'm so excited to be playing through it on stream, honestly. Thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna mute. There you go. So we can go here. There we go. Hello. Ugh. I love that game so much. We've already got like a shit ton of lore. Sassy protagonist who is way better than Alice. We've got interesting new people. Beautiful artwork, wonderful soundtrack. Everything you could possibly want in a game, in a visual novel, honestly. I will praise this game to my dying breath. And then praise the sequel. But yeah, I think that was a good first stream with the new model. And like, she didn't glitch out only once, I think. She mostly stayed relatively working perfectly fine. Working good. Yeah. But yeah, I suppose I should be getting off now. It is 1 a.m. for me, and I should probably go to bed. It's a crazy thing. I need this thing called sleep. So, good night, everyone. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Sleep well. I hope you had a wonderful time. And bye-bye.